Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the week of April 15th through the 21st. Thank you guys so much for being here, for all the love and support. I do appreciate you. Let's tap into the energy for the week ahead for you. As always, your playlist is linked right up here and at the end of the video. So let's tap in. How are you guys doing post eclipse? Total solar eclipse. I mean, how could you miss it? It was like all over the place on social media and the news, everybody covering it. Let me know down below, guys, how you are coming out of that energy. If you went to go see it, what the experience was. I'm always curious about everyone's experience. So you have Page of Swords, Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. Okay, so you've got two eights. There's a lot of conflict here, not getting along. I just feel like you're so over whatever this, I'm just going to call it what it is. It feels like straight up BS, you know? It just feels like I'm getting this message from Spirit that if this is in the workplace, two things. If this is in the workplace, feels like micromanager vibes. It feels like someone who's probably not well experienced to actually be a leader and actually be a leader and guide you or show true leadership qualities. Feels very like there's a lot of micromanaging. Feels like you always have to be either you gotta be really, really quiet and, trying to play it quiet where you don't want to ruffle any feathers. But at the same time, you're like, well, I'm not backing down to make other people feel, how do I say it? I'm not backing down from how I am, who I am, my personal experience, just to make others feel comfortable. Okay. There feels like there's a lot of conflict. So if it's not in the workplace, it does feel very strongly that it is. So I'm going to continue going into the workplace vibe here. But if it's in a relationship, this feels almost like a meddler, like someone's wanting to catch you slipping. Someone's wanting to see if you're talking to other people, if you're flirting, if there's any type of inappropriateness, I'll just leave it at that. Inappropriate communication or physical inappropriateness with someone. This feels like someone who's literally wanting to catch you slipping to like turn around and tell your partner. This just feels like this is someone who you really have to stand your ground with. And it's like wanting to push you to the point of wanting to walk away. Right? You know that that's what they're doing. And I'm hearing it like they are trying you, pushing you to the edge to make you want to just say, all right, I'm out. Who can stand to live in this type of family dynamic or with this type of meddlers or energy here? We should be working on our relationship, me and you. And this feels like your partner, whether it's you or your partner, could be reversed because this is a general reading. It's feeling like someone is beep, beep, beep in somebody's ear, okay? Like trying to convince them to leave, to not work things out. And no offense to whoever this applies to, but it just feels like somebody's got to get their balls back. They've got to get their power back. If someone can overpower your partner to the point of saying, well, my mom, my sister, my best friend, my neighbor, my coworker said that, I should probably leave. So maybe I should, Queen of Wands energy here. Could be a mother figure. Could also be someone who's very attracted to your partner and is just like, man, I can't believe you put up with that. Like, I would so not do that to you if I was your, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? Shady. I do not like that energy. So be careful of that. I do feel like somebody does want to come between you and your partner. There feels like there's some inappropriateness somewhere here, like Maybe somebody enjoys the attention and so they don't put a stop to it, and then that creates conflict. Can also feel like someone who's reading too much into somebody being nice here. Okay, so if that's the case, it's not always an assumption that there is something inappropriately going on. Okay, apply it to your situation. I know everyone's situation is different. Now, back to the work situation. I mean, for some of you, it can be intertwined, right? This inappropriateness could be someone who's, into your partner and they work together, which complicates everything altogether. But if you are, if you are in your workplace, right? You're trying to do your job, you're trying to do your work. I feel like there is some sort of unhealthy, toxic work environment, people talking shit, not getting along, and you're just like, I'm going to keep my nose in my grind, do my work, but my ears up, because if anybody says shit, I feel like you're like, if anybody's going to say shit, I'm coming for them. Page of Swords, Four of Swords. This gives me, I better watch my back, but I'm not going to act on it. I'm going to stay quiet so that I don't have to worry about what's going to happen if I ever have to come back at someone, right? But the Four of Swords is also giving me like, I'm just going to stay quiet until I find another job. I just can't. I can't with these coworkers, with these people. It's, people not getting along. Seven of Wands, Five of Wands. A lot of conflict, not cooperating. There is no teamwork. There's a lack of instability and not able to work well with others. Someone is always defensive. Someone's always throwing their workload onto somebody else, and that creates conflict. There's no consistency here. And there are some people that are allowed to get away with murder is how I'm feeling. Okay. So you're fed up. You're like, I'm just going to do my job until something else comes up, or I'm going to, try to change something about this situation. I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about for quite some time. Maybe you've been meditating on it. You're like, okay, I've got too many years. I've got too much seniority, or I can't afford to leave my job and quit. I got to look for something good as a backup or start something else in the meantime. And I feel like you have this sense of loyalty of, I don't want to walk away after all the years, all the time I've put into this place. What's going on with this conflict in the workplace? Because I just feel like something opened up here like it was a can of worms. Spirit said someone got caught. Okay, whether it was you or someone else. If you got caught doing something or getting involved in a situation or with someone on the job, in the workplace, somebody may have walked in, somebody may have caught you, somebody may have caught onto some shit, or you were the one that caught someone in the middle of something that they shouldn't have done, right? Death. So you have the card of death here. Endings bring about new beginnings. So, like I said, if you're looking at getting another job, another location, transferring, maybe even just switching shifts, right? Like you're not getting along with someone in the workplace and you're on like in the night shift and you're just like, can I get morning shift? Can I get mid shift? Whatever it may be. I just feel like, don't schedule me with this person. I can't stand it. But it doesn't mean like everything is going to get resolved right away. But I'm telling you, you've been thinking about this for a while. Death brings about new beginnings, but it's also putting an end to what no longer serves you, what's harming you, what's like stressing you out. Two of Wands here. So you are at a crossroads. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I not speak up for myself? Because the minute that I do, I'm going to be in trouble. I don't get the vibe of you being a person who's going to stay quiet and let people walk over you, or I don't feel you argumentative, but Spirit is saying sometimes you have to actually listen before reacting. I feel like when you react right away, you miss the entire context of things and you walk away with the initial jab or sting that made you feel hurt rather than heard and understood. Okay. And that's important because you want to make sure before I say something to what you're accusing me of or what you're saying, let me make sure I have this clear. You know, repeat what they said if you have to make sure that you have a clear understanding, and then decide how you're going to react or how you're going to respond. Okay. So basically, Spirit just said, hold off on the impulse reaction. You don't want to just shoot yourself in the foot here. So what else can you let Leo in on for the energy of this week ahead? What do they need to know? What's pertinent for their week ahead to help them make the right decision? King of Cups, Page of Wands. Okay, well, that is good news, and it just feels like it's good news on the emotional front. Okay, this could be someone that can be like a mentor, a counselor. This can be you that you're coming from a whole new perspective of I'm emotionally invested in something or someone, and I've got to make certain decisions here. I'm looking for a new opportunity. If you decide to branch out and start looking for another job somewhere, it's just good news is coming through. So I do feel like there's going to be a very, great opportunity for you to come through. Spirit is telling me to pull from this other deck for you. I've not used it. I've only used it a few times, I should say. I have not used it as often as I'd like to, or as I should say. This is the Infinity Oracle. What else can you tell me about this situation for Leo? Important conversation. They really threw that one out. I don't know if it came out on the video. The card of eternal love and healthy boundaries. Now, talk about healthy boundaries here. The Seven of Wands is literally you drawing the line in the sand and pushing back and saying, hey, pump your brakes. Don't say that to me. Don't say that about me. Don't be talking shit about me behind my back. Don't be meddling in my relationship. Mind your business. Like setting your boundaries and telling people to back the F off, right? Back the F off. Five of Wands. Meddlesome. Especially in the workplace, or if you're in a connection or relationship that you've both decided you're going to work on, especially after a break. Okay. The Page of Swords could be someone spying, someone being sneaky, but it's also a card of knowing that there are people, places, things, experiences that need to be cut the heck out of an equation or of a situation or a relationship. Can also be someone who's very immature with their communication. Okay. So just be careful of that. So healthy boundaries is important. You have to have important conversations, whatever that may be. Do not allow somebody to silence you. Be okay with either, if you decide to not say anything, be okay that you did not take that opportunity to speak your truth, to share your concerns, whatever it may be, okay? Don't let people walk all over you. If this is in relationship, remember what I said, this could be, a time for both of you to say, okay, it's time for us to work things out. Let's make this work, because there is this feeling of eternal love coming through. And it's just feeling like there's somebody who is meddling in it. It's like this equation does not concern them really. And that's why there's push and pull energy. So this could be like a mother-in-law. This could be baby mama. This could be a friend, a family member, exes, their children, there's that push and pull energy here. Now, if you are single, I do feel like you are trying to call in very long-term eternal love here. I feel like there is this feeling of wanting to call love into you, but there are times where you feel a bit conflicted, like, am I or am I not ready? Have I healed enough? Do I catch myself still being defensive? Am I ready to be able to make something work with someone? So you yourself can be creating this push and pull energy as well. I feel that you have validated the fact that you have to do some more internal work or spiritual work or emotional, mental, energetic work, to help feel more grounded and ready to bring in, I just heard a safe and secure relationship. So if you've had feelings of self-doubt that maybe you've got some sort of quirk or spirit said or kink that you may not be accepted for who you truly are, Spirit is saying to trust. Do the self-acceptance healing work. When you fully accept yourself, and don't come at me saying, I do, of course, I'm me, I'm living this life, right? What I'm saying is, if there is still fear that you won't be fully accepted for you, who you truly are, inside and out, how you love, your, even just like your hobbies or the type of work you do or whatever, if there is any shadow of a doubt that maybe you won't be accepted, it's because you haven't fully done like the integrative work to say, this is who I truly am. And I love me, I'm okay with me, and I know that the right person will be too. I know that I'm safe and secure in that situation, in that energy, in who I am. And I know that the person that is here for me is also going to be a safe and secure space where we can both grow, build together, love each other, whatever it is your goals are. But when you start off like that, where no, I know that I'm worthy of love. I love myself for who I am as a whole, regardless. And maybe I'm not everyone's cup of tea or coffee or tequila, whiskey, I don't know. But there's always someone for everyone. So don't have any doubts. Maybe your timeline is different from Spirit's timeline, but just stay optimistic. I do feel like there is love coming through. But again, there's that push and pull energy, because sometimes you get maybe a little thrown off your own energy. Like, oh, well, maybe I won't be, or maybe I won't find somebody, right? Yeah, orphaned, abandonment issues. Card number 5. Could be abandonment issues, but also that energy that I was feeling of not feeling fully accepted. Afraid of not feeling fully accepted. Afraid that you want to live life on your terms, and you're afraid of falling in love with someone who's going to have different expectations, who's going to want to change you. My crown chakra is tingling as I'm saying that. I'm getting this feeling like you had one person in your life who's on the other side, who is very accepting of you. It feels very like grandmother, or I heard great aunt. But an older female is coming through. Very loving and nurturing. She's very much a mother figure to you. And because you had her wholehearted love and acceptance, it set the bar, it set the standard of people in my life should only love and accept me this way. Not to blur the lines of like familial and love, right? But love energetically as a whole. To love someone unconditionally. That's what you're going for. I'm not saying you got mommy issues or anything, okay? But to that same vibrational energy of complete high vibrational love and acceptance. You can get that from a friend. You can get that from a family member. You can get that from a partner. And you know that that is what it is that you are calling in for yourself. And oh my goodness, this reading went on way too long because I'm trying to keep them under 15 minutes. But Leo, that message came through for a reason. So I hope this resonates with you. Let me know down below, and I will see you guys soon. Give this a thumbs up. Your playlist is here. Make sure you subscribe, as the weeklies are coming out every weekend. Or I'm going to try to bring them out sooner. My schedule's just been a little crazy. I did open up just a handful of dates if you're interested in a reading. Link is in the description box down below. I'm on Instagram at Virgo Angel Tarot, where you will see more updates, additional content. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Have a great week. We'll talk next week. Take care. Bye.